When I was 11 years old, I'd been playing violin for about a year and a half, and I had an accident where I broke my wrist on an escalator. And it was a very traumatic injury, required lots of surgery to reconstruct the wrist, and the doctors at the time didn't really expect that I would have much use of the hand after that. I couldn't use the hand at all, even months later when it came out of the cast, and for some reason, one day I went over to the violin and picked it up. The violin became my therapy. When you have a big injury or something that happens in your life, even if it's a horrible thing, it's a double-edged sword, because on the one hand I think, oh my God, all the pain I had to go through and it held me back and maybe I didn't progress so fast. But the other side of the same coin is maybe if I didn't have the obstacles to overcome, I might not have worked as hard as I did to do that. Because of the accident and the limitations that I had to learn to overcome, it's helped me be a very good teacher and a coach with our youth orchestra here in San Francisco, because I've had almost every kind of problem some kid could probably have. So I let the kids know that if I can do it, they can do it. And then I rethink of this as the next part. So I cut my brain up there in a sense, and then I go, let's try it. Instead of thinking, da, 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 it's like too much. For the last 24 years, I've had the great privilege of coaching the violin section of the San Francisco Symphony Youth Orchestra. It's a great responsibility because I feel that I'm standing on the shoulders of those people who came before me. I don't want them to play the concert and to play things that way because I told them. When they are doing it because they feel it and they take ownership of it and they believe in it, and that's how they think that phrase goes, and they want to share that with the audience, that's when I know I've got them to the point where they have the freedom, the artistic freedom in a sense, to do that. That's an extraordinary thing. The other great thing about coaching is I get to come back to this repertoire all the time, and each time I'm finding something new in it that makes me play better. There was a poet once that said music was the most unnatural of all the arts. And at first I thought, what an odd thing to say, but then I understood that what he meant is it speaks to that part of us which is not of the everyday world. It speaks to that part of us, our humanity and our spirit. It's just part of me, it's what I do.